Good evening. Come on in, sit down, let's chat a while. Hello, No Fear, America. How you guys doing tonight? I know it's a weird time for me to be going live. Mountain Violets, hello. Let me know if it gets too noisy out here. Right now, dogs is going crazy somewhere over yonder. Can y'all hear me okay? Everyone's doing good that I know of, Mountain Violet. How are you? The Real Gypsy Soul, good evening. How are you? Buddy Big's Adventure, how are you? Thank you. I'm glad you can hear me fine. My phone's acting up. It kicked me out of StreamYard earlier. It shut down on me right before I was coming live. So my phone's doing all kinds of weird things right now. Tired of planting and doing seeds. I haven't even started on my garden or anything. Rhonda, sis, how are you? I'm glad you could make it. That's a shock. How you doing, Rhonda? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I gotta get on my other phone. Hold on a minute. Ghost, don't go nowhere. I tried doing this earlier today and nothing went right, wouldn't you know? And nothing went right, wouldn't you know? See what I mean? There you go. I got you guys modded. Rhonda, it's good to see you on here. Um, do you know how to come up? You don't have to show your face or anything, but you can come up and talk. Hello, Catlin. How are you? Uh, I got a couple of friends coming up here in a little bit whenever they get in here. You welcome the trolls if they're brave enough to come chat. Well, hello, Renee. I see you made it. I am going to drop the link, and if someone wants to come up, oh my. Okay, here I go again. Don't link me, bro. Hold on here. Something's. Okay, I dropped the link. Someone wants to come up, you're more than welcome. Good evening, Kells Bells. How are you? I'm glad you guys showed up tonight. I wasn't really expecting too many. Ah, someone's in the back. Well, hello.
It's me.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. Kind of been a crazy night, but it's winding down now. I have my grandson, so my plate's kind of full. Be glad when my son gets home. I'm ready for a vacay, Audrey.
Oh, you ain't the only one.
Wow. He's been gone 2 months in
Oh
California.
my.
Hey, everybody. Okay, I go to comments. I did it.
All right, I had to sit here and figure out what I was doing.
I want to go live so bad. I'm losing subscribers by the day because I haven't gone live yet. And I guess if you don't go live, like YouTube takes a few away from you at a time.
Yeah, I went from 313 all the way back down to 285. Now I'm going back up.
Yeah, because you haven't gone live in a while, probably.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was true, but it's true. So
Right.
I guess everybody would bear with me while I do a test one of these days.
Oh yeah, and you don't need 50 people to go live.
No, I
didn't.
don't want to screw it all up, but I probably will my first time. But that's okay, right?
Right. Now you go back and you watch my very first live. I had it all screwed up.
Yeah. Gonna take me some practice. It's hard with my eyesight too because the screen is like, huh?
Hello.
Who's that?
The boogeyman.
What are you doing, Boogeyman?
You can't really see me. I'm sitting outside. I told you it'd be dark, Jody. But I'm here, everybody.
We're all here.
We're all here.
The old bags have arrived.
The old-
Oh, yeah. Now, listen, I'm bringing up one of my friends that we grew up together.
Cool.
Okay.
If I can get her here. Why is
Hello.
it saying? Why is it saying? Oh, because she's already up here.
Hey, Catlin.
Kathleen,
Rhonda?
Christine,
Hello, Audrey.
Ghost.
How you doing?
Oh, it's not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing really good.
I figured it out.
I know, and I was sitting here trying to remove you instead of add you. I was like, well, how did I do that before?
This is cool.
Yeah. I told you, you don't have to cam up. Jody, Renee, this is my lifelong best friend, Rhonda.
Hi,
Nice
Rhonda.
to meet you, Rhonda.
You too. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
Tom says he's never going to get me off the phone now.
Oh. Oh, that's okay. I got some time. Courtney's in there watching the little one, so.
I was going to ask where the babies are.
Yeah, they're in the house. One's up and one's asleep, so.
This might sound sad, but I have no idea where mine are.
It's
All
not
I
always
know-
a bad thing.
All I know is they're not in here.
Oh, well, Tom's there to watch them, and yours is a lot older than mine, so.
Oh, yeah. Mine are all old enough to watch themselves.
So how's everyone doing tonight?
Okay. I'm doing fine.
This was a shocker on her coming in tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you watch YouTube, Rhonda? Like, are you in the chats and stuff?
I'm not in the chats, but I watch a lot of YouTube.
Who's your
Oh.
favorite channel?
I watch people like Omar Gosh TV.
What?
Omar Gosh TV. I don't stuff like that. Videos.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
I
gotta
watch a lot of the dumpster diving videos.
Oh, yeah, them's good old days.
Yeah.
Did you see Constant Sue?
Who is it?
Constant Sue in the dumpster diving videos?
I don't know.
No, she'd be the really, really wide one that was bending over. I'm sure you've seen her.
You probably have. I watch a lot of them.
Yeah.
She's not from this community. I brought her to YouTube. I'll know another one.
Yep.
What are you
You
afraid?
did it.
Are you afraid to bring her in the Krama community, Audrey?
No, not really. There's a lot of nice people.
There
There's
sure
some
is.
you gotta watch out, but
Hi, Raylan.
I'm sure if she follows me, she'll know.
Yep.
Do you ever watch any cleaning shows? Rhonda, where'd you go? Did she follow?
Oh, she dropped off.
Oh.
She'll be back.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on her.
Have y'all ever seen the Mountain Man? He cleans rugs.
No.
Oh man, I could just sit there and just. It's so relaxing to watch him clean. He goes and finds old I mean, room size rugs, like area rugs, and they could be under a pile of dirt and leaves, and they're like somebody throwed it out or something, it got dirty. And he cleans that thing till it's brand new. And he's built this bay, and it looks like a garage. And he's got this machine, and I'm just blown away. I can I can't believe I sit there and just watch that over and over again.
I can't believe you do either.
But I did. I did.
I'm re-adding the invite again.
I did watch that video today, though, on Soft White Underbelly.
I still didn't get to that.
Yeah, she is so sweet and so
Oh yeah, Tabitha.
Yeah, I think Peach told us about it earlier in your live, Audrey, and I went and watched it. He's been doing
Hey, Christine. Go ahead.
He's been doing a few of them in the Appalachian in Kentucky. But yeah, I hope she's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
I know I cried during most of it, especially with her feelings on the cancer and everything, because I'm a cancer survivor too, so
Yeah.
I know the mixed emotions that you go through, and you don't want your family to see it. And
she's worried about her son. She doesn't want
Yeah.
her son to turn out like his dad. And she told a story about when the little boy was little, and the dad come in and kind of grabbed him and wanted to take him outside, and the little boy said, "All I seen was devil in his eyes."
yeah,
Kind of confirms a lot, doesn't it?
right.
But
Audrey, can you see the notes?
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Okay.
hit more, Audrey.
I got it.
Okay.
I dropped the link. If anyone wants to come up, you're more than welcome.
Raylan, what'd you think of it? Raylan said she just got done watching that.
Oh, Christine saw it. Why don't you invite Christine up here? Christine, come on up here.
Yeah, I dropped the link in the chat. Wait a minute, let me go back and re-drop another one.
Christine, it sure was heartfelt, wasn't it?
Come up, Christine.
Well, wait a minute, I'm dropping the link.
Okay, well, I want to make sure she gets ready.
Did you see it, Catlin?
Oh, Mountain Valley likes watching rug cleaning too.
Yeah, Peach, thanks for letting us know about that. I do follow Soft White Underbelly, but I guess, well, I think Peach said he just dropped that video last night, so that's probably why I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it later. Mm-hmm.
It just, if I could have reached through the screen and hugged her, I would have.
Did Christine still didn't take the link.
Well, Peach or Raylan, one of y'all want to come up, or both of y'all?
Yeah, just come up and chit chat about anything. I know you guys ain't shy. Frank and Perry, I modded you, so comment. Maybe it'll come up.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Christine on panel. Does she go up?
I don't know if she's been up on Ernie's or not, but I've talked to her several times on the phone. We have good conversations.
Yeah, she's a good lady. She's not far from me.
Yeah, she's up north with you.
Yep, about 4 hours.
Maybe none of them wants to come up. I don't
That's
know.
all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope she gets over the cancer too. It's a long battle. Oh, got a guest in the back.
A guest?
Yeah, wait until you see who it is.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
Miss Peachy.
Yes.
Hello. Thank you
Yeah,
for coming up.
I wanted to talk about that interview since I had a second. I'd found it this morning. He had just posted it an hour ago, and I was like, oh. So I said, uh, Shelby Shell. And I was like, what? Wait. And I jumped back and it I was like, oh. So I rewound it because I was kind of doing like cleaning and stuff, and I was like, oh, she is talking about Shelby Shell. When especially then once I realized where she was from, I was like, oh my gosh. So I had seen somebody else that also posted it on like YouTube. Um, and I was like, oh, that is. So that's when I told the Mean Girls chat about it. But I just, um, and then I was thinking, does anybody remember when, oh, my phone cut out. Does anybody remember when Ernie, had her son up there and was
Yes.
talking to him? Does anybody still have that Cash App?
No.
I don't know.
Because I know that a couple of the Mean Girls were asking,
Mhm.
and they just kind of wanted to send her a little something, you know.
Oh, I definitely would. I wish I could mail her something pretty too. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know. Ernie would have to kind of help out with that.
Maybe we can round up that Cash App. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Redstone or Stage Name, one of the two, reached out, and he gave them he gave them her phone number.
Mhm.
So hopefully we can
Get a hold
find
of
that out, you know, and because after hearing her story, it really motivated me to
Yes.
want to help her any way I could, you know, even if it's not monetary, just, you know, sending cards, maybe,
Yes,
you know.
that's what I was thinking, Peach. I'm like, oh, I wish I had a way, but yeah.
Mountain Violet wants to know if you could briefly tell her what we're talking about, this lady and the video.
So it's Ernie's brother, Shelby. Um, I'm sure almost everybody has heard about that story. And his ex, Tabitha, who has, well, her boy that she has with him now is 15, but she lives in Harlan, Kentucky, where it's a very like depressed area and they're poor. When all the coal mines closed, everybody very much struggles in Harlan. And so this creator on YouTube did an interview with Tabitha, Shelby's ex, and she's very ill right now. She has stage 4 breast cancer, and she is just the most optimistic, sweetest lady, and just wants to live long enough to see her son graduate. She said that. Yeah.
And this channel that interviewed her isn't some low, this is Soft White Underbelly. This is like million subscriber, huge channel.
Yep.
He's the guy that did the interview with the inbred family, the Whitakers.
Yep, I've watched those.
I love the Whitakers. Like, that family has grown on me immensely since watching them through him.
Me too. And he has helped them so much financially. Like, he truly cares about these people that he goes around and interviews, you know?
Yes, and he said any money made off of the interview with Tabitha, that any money he makes off the video, he does send to the people he interviewed. So she will get a cut of that, but that's not, that's not going to last her anything, honestly.
No.
One trip to a doctor's appointment.
I put the link in the chat to that video.
All right. Thank you, Jody.
Yeah, it was awesome. And it makes you feel for these women that live way out there that possibly don't have the medical care that we have in the bigger cities. And
Right. Well, her breast cancer was stage 3 and now it's 4.
because it's moved to her bones.
It's in her bones now, yeah.
Yeah. Now she's saying she has problems with her hips, and she has a like a stent drain, whatever, in her neck.
Mhm.
And it's kinked. So they're wanting to remove that and put it in the other side of her neck.
Oh.
Wow.
Like, I'd love to send her like a pretty, maybe soft, nice blanket, something to surround her and comfort,
Yeah.
maybe a new pair of pajamas, just things to, I don't know.
Something comfortable for her.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. She
Yeah.
would probably think that she hit the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, she's been a single mom I don't know her situation with her first child, but at least with Shelby's son, she's been a single mom. So that also makes me feel for her too, going through all this,
Yeah.
raising that child without
A
the
father.
father in the life,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said she does have a significant other.
Right. I did. Yep. And she did. When she was married to the man who had raised Shelby's son, that considered him a son. I do remember that from Ernie's
Mhm.
interview with them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
she said that she's had to put a lot of work into, she wanted to make sure that her son didn't have his genes, and
yeah, he didn't end up in the same situation as his
Yeah.
father did.
yeah.
Did she say, did she say who he was, if she was to pass, when she passes or whatever, who was going to take care of the boy?
No. I assume the husband, since that has been his dad, maybe
Well,
the
I
mother.
thought Shelby was the father.
He's legally the father, but
Oh, he has a dad that raised. That's the one they divorced.
no, I think there's at least from when Ernie's the interview with them, they were still together. I don't know what's happened since that interview with Tabitha and the husband.
I think they're together.
Okay.
I got the impression they're together. She's been with him like 14 years. She met him when the little guy was like 1.
Yeah, that's what I remember from the interview.
Yeah. But she said something to the guy that was interviewing her that Shelby would never get out of prison again.
Yeah, I wonder what Chasing Justice and all them thinks. I mean, they were so gun-ho that he's supposed to have been released in August.
Yeah.
And now to hear her tell it, he don't come home. He don't get out.
Yeah, but didn't he do a plea for a certain amount of time?
I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, ladies. I just wanted to come up and talk about that. So I'm going to get off here and make sure that my children are actually going to sleep like they should be.
All right. Thanks, Peach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me up.
See you later.
anytime.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, Pendar.
Yeah, Pindar asked a question, I do believe, way back, but
I'll look too.
Pandar, you want to come up?
When was that video recorded? She wonders.
Not too long ago, because she just found out, and she's only had 2 rounds of chemo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't been too long ago.
Catlin said, I think he's committed a lot of new crimes behind the scenes
You know, that's just like that guy that killed all
since
the
he was arrested.
Roma. Didn't he commit crimes while he was in jail?
Yeah.
And but they still let him out. I'm blown away by that case. I mean, I watched that Ashley Banfield, and I can't believe that the LE left that crime scene, all that stuff there, and the relatives went in there and they see it all. They didn't take anything. I guess they
Yeah.
think because he's dead, there ain't nobody to go after. I don't know, but that's crazy.
I came across that the other night, Jody. What who was it? What was the name of the channel? And I just subbed to them, I think, when I came across it.
I just heard about it in the chat.
Yeah, I watched the video. Somebody did commentary on that. I can't remember who it was. It was nobody I've ever watched before, because I know
I've only watched Ashley Banfield. She's with a news station.
Yeah, that story was wow.
That's wild.
Wow.
If people haven't looked at it, you ought to check it out because it's mind blowing. I mean, mind blowing.
What is it?
I forgot. Maybe his name's Fetterman. I don't know what his last name is. The guy that committed the crimes, but it was him and his wife, and I think none of the kids were his, were they?
No.
And there was 3 children, and they had 2 other kids spending the night, like a slumber over. And they were supposed to stay one night. The parents of the outside children, so they were supposed to come home the next day. They didn't show up and couldn't reach them, and they reported them missing. And then when the police went out there, they found some of the bodies out back over here and some couple over there, and he shot them all in the head. The daddy did. He killed himself. Now, he'd been in jail for raping a young person. He got out early, and on top of that, from what I understand, he racked up a lot of other charges for doing things while he was in jail. I don't know what that could be. And then he got out, and he wasn't even on the registry yet.
He killed
a sex offender.
Yeah, and he I don't know. He tortured them, and
when they went in the house,
yeah,
they had these wooden strips on the wall where he had bolts screwed into them with chains. On the kitchen counter, there was a bolt in it hooked up to a chain. In the middle of the floor, there was a chain. I mean, it was like a torture place. And 2 of the beds, they were sleeping on the floor. But when they went in the girls' bedroom, that they shared a bedroom, it looked like a normal teenage room. I mean, posters, girly stuff around. It's just crazy. He
had to have been doing that to her children for a long time. The mom had to know. She lived there.
And his cellmate came out and said that he was there with him for a long time, and in his cell, and he couldn't sleep without an eye open on him. And then what got me was, though, how did he somehow hooked up with his wife, the cellmate, after he got out of jail, hooked up with this guy's wife as like a pen pal, chit-chatting back and forth. And she said they were married, and there was just talking about everyday stuff, kind of all. But I think that's a little freaky that guy was even talking to her. I mean, how would he know her? You know what I mean?
Wow.
Well, it's amazing that the amount of women that fall in love with these killers and rapists. And it happens. Christine wants to know how Poppy's beauty day went.
Oh, she looked beautiful today. She got a really good summer haircut. I told them to whack it off as close as they could.
Oh my.
Be home. Yep. She still looks like a Maltese, but she's got her hair cut really short. But she did really good.
She's adorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I haven't been on YouTube much, but it seems like there's not much going on.
No.
It was
It's-
quiet today.
It's quiet right now. I think a lot of people's waiting for like the Title 42, what's going on with China and Putin.
Yeah.
I think they're just sitting around waiting.
I'll tell y'all a little story about. I've told you that I live upstate New York, and I'm in a really. It's called a city, but it shouldn't be a city. It should be a village because it's only a population of 9,000. So I'm about a half a mile from the river that we live on. And Canada, I could swim across it. That's how close it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And
my.
the border to Canada is about a mile from my house. So when I was going down the rabbit hole with politics and everything like that, one thing led to another to another. Well, there had been some big properties go for sale where I live on the river that we live on. It's the St. Lawrence River. So I'm like, okay, so this person bought our old nursing home right on the riverfront directly across from Canada. I wonder who bought that. Well, then there's a college here up on the river right across from this nursing home called Mater Dei. And that was bought by a Chinese guy too. I'm like, what is going on? Well, I kind of come across that information when I found out that the Prime Minister of Canada has moved 50,000 Chinese soldiers into Canada. And that like really frightened me too, you know? So I kept digging and I found out who the guy was from China. His name is Jack Ma, M-A, and he owns the site Alibaba.
I know that site.
This man owns that. And I'm like, wait a minute. This guy is probably a billionaire. Why is he buying property on our river? And why in the shit town I live in? So I started to check into him, and then I found out I'm not far from the mountains. Do y'all remember Shania Twain, the country singer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she had a big mansion up in St. Regis Falls, which is up in the mountains, which isn't far from a camp that we own. So it said that he bought a mansion with 24 acres in St. Regis Falls. I'm like, all right, this guy's surrounding us, you know.
Is it her house that he bought?
Yeah.
No way.
And it's all gated and nobody even knows that it's there. So he's been missing for the last couple of years. Like, he's not in China. Nobody knows where he is.
He's probably living in that house.
I know. So, everybody thinks that everything is only happening at the Texas border and the Arizona border, but that's not true. Because if this goes through tonight, how many Chinese and stuff do you think is going to walk across our bridge right here?
Yep. Yeah. I knew that the Prime Minister of Canada had made close friends with China not long ago. I think he gave us the finger, and yeah, it's all a plan. China, they're wanting China to take over America, United States, and
50,000 Chinese soldiers he moved in to Canada. Like something's going on. And why is this billionaire buying our riverfront property? And he's done nothing with them. They're sitting empty. What are they? So, you kind of connect one thing to another. Yeah, I'm concerned.
yeah,
Wow.
we all should be concerned.
Yeah, and it happens after midnight.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like,
Well, I shared to you guys about that. I can't remember what it was, but the place is full already. Up at Camellia Harris,
yeah, Kamala. Yeah.
Paula, whatever her name is. They've already brought over 40 of them, and since last week, it's already full.
Oh yeah. There's been 1,000 people per day being
Right.
either flown or bussed into New York City. And I think a lot of people just like they don't realize this is going on right around them.
And
Right.
they're giving each person a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah, they are.
They can't even take care of our homeless people or the people that we have here that needs money. They ought to take that money and divide it up for all the citizens and give it to everybody.
Right.
Here.
No, they're giving it to all them, letting them get a house, have a car, get a job.
Like
what
if
about all people?
If I went around to my neighbors in my town and asked them, so who bought the old United Helpers nursing home and who bought the old college up on the river? Oh, I don't know. Like it was done like kind of secretive, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I dug for it and found it. Yeah, I'm concerned.
Well, everything in dark comes to light.
Yeah.
And it's coming to light.
It's really no surprise to me because probably most of y'all, this be long before y'all's time, but I can remember back in the late 60s and early 70s, China was busy buying up property all over the U.S. And not only did they buy it up, when they came over, we gave them an interest-free loan for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And it was nuts. And and Saudi Arabia was buying a lot of stuff too.
Yeah.
And that's why everything where we used to have our plants, our sewing mills, and our manufacturing companies, there's not one place in America that makes bicycles that I have found. Because when I was looking for a new bike, I couldn't find one here. But I couldn't find a bicycle maker in the U.S. I mean, it's pretty damn sad. And that's why there's no jobs for the average people. They want to make $1, go work. There's hardly any place like that left anymore.
Yeah. I look up New World Order.
Oh, I've been there. I have read that whole website. It is scarier than hell if you.
That's where we are right now, and I just none of us are safe right now. Anywhere we go, it doesn't matter where you're going to live. I mean, if 1 million people flood these borders tonight, we have been taken over.
Yeah. In the One World Order, it even talks about food. They're going to produce food that they want us to have, that they should eat. And, I was reading somewhere, maybe it was something that somebody sent me, but they're finding all kind of things in food now, like rats and cats and meats.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. It's sickening to me because our country, that's what we pay them for, to protect us, take care of us, watch these guidelines and these food companies and our medications are all coming from mostly China. We're up a creek. What's the saying? Up a creek without a paddle or something like that. That's
We're shit creek up a paddle.
Yeah, that's it. Because we're really look how when COVID was heavy, and we got a lot of our COVID stuff from China, our mask and our protections from China.
They were making us sick.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like we're so dependent on them and other countries. That's why our debt ceiling is so high. That's why it's so high, and it just keeps going up and up and up and up.
I remember one day I read, and President Trump said it, that every American in the United States should be wealthy.
Absolutely.
Every single one of us. They have taken gazillions, trillions, and more gazillions of dollars away from us.
Yep.
And right now, it's happening. Biden wants to control our money. He wants to turn it into digital funds to be able to watch us more with our money.
Well, Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, that's
you go ahead. Go ahead.
Socialism is here, guys, and if we don't get out and vote when it comes around and turn this around, our children and our grandchildren are in big, big trouble.
Absolutely.
Right.
Look up New World Order if anybody gets bored and they want to do. Yeah, they want to do a read, and when you read it, you're going to see everything that's been happening.
Yep, and what's unfolding.
What's unfolding, like you're watching a movie, but we're really living it. And
Right.
I just want people to, be more aware. But so
it's just
I could go on for hours about this stuff because I really have done a lot of looking, a lot of researching on that, and I had to get away from it for a while because what I've learned, it's disturbing, and a lot of people, if they really knew what's going on, won't be able to handle it.
Just like they want to change they want to take our stoves away, our gas stoves. They want to take our dishwashers and do something now. I mean, leave the kids alone. Leave our wash machines, or leave our appliances alone. Leave our cars alone. Stop. Just leave. Why can't they do? It's because if they put everything on electric, we survive because the electric's going to be cut off.
Yep. Now I live in New York State, and the governor here is very, very, very woke. And she's already in the process of taking our gas grills away and our gas stoves away.
Mm-hmm.
There's more. They're doing all this infrastructure to go green. And I think they're taking all of the COVID money, the billions that was allotted, right? To all these cities and states. And we're not seeing a penny of that money.
No.
They're spending it whichever way they want. And they're worried about, they took our plastic grocery bags away here.
I mean, they're just
that's going to be going down the line too. And it's going to hit us too here in Ohio.
We've been in it. And that's why, I do not feel safe in New York State. I very much want to leave here.
Sister Callie, Sister Callie said We need to keep the government out of the exam rooms. That is true. They shouldn't get in our medical business. No. Nope.
Yeah, we're headed. We're in the middle of socialism, and if we don't get out and vote and turn this around, we're going to be in bigger trouble. Yeah.
It starts with it starts locally.
Yes.
If you go to your own city and look up their plans, you got some new business going on, some new production going on in your city.
Yeah.
Put a 1 in the chat if the city you live in is the city is being updated and there's a lot of new construction in the last few years. Put a 1 in the chat if your city is that way, because mine's that way. And I'd like to see how many's in here, because if you'll look at your town's government infrastructure, the zoning, if you see the words what's it called?
Subsidized.
Sustainable energy. If you see that in that plan, you know dang for sure that's part of the one world order. And I'm not lying about this.
You're not. No, you're not, Jody.
I did a big search on this during the last before Trump took office, because it's going on in my own city. And the job my husband's working on. I said, "What is?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's the sustainable thing." He goes, "I can't help it."
Yeah, Christine, we got to get out of here, honey, because the devil is in New York State, and he's always been here, and he's not leaving. He's not leaving. It's going to get very, very, very bad.
They're trying to make 15-minute cities, Pendar. Can you come up, Pendar, and tell us what you mean by that? Maybe you could add to this.
She said she couldn't. She's busy going back and forth to the computer.
Okay.
But we, if I don't know, people, if they're interested in it, we could always do a couple of lives on this. And, traders too. Traders very knowledgeable about this stuff. She was saying things in the chat today. I don't know where we were. Sometimes I forget where I am. I go to, you're bebopping around to different places. And I said, boom, traders, boom, you got it. And I'm like, traders, this would make a really good live. She said, I agree. Let me know when you're ready. She said, I'm in. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about.
Yes, Catlin, there's a lot of buildings and businesses just sitting empty, but yet they keep building new ones, don't they? Yeah. But if you'll take note, they're building.
Drop the link, Audrey. Pendar can come up real quick.
They're building these cities so compact. They're even putting in apartments in the cities to bring more people in, because they're trying to do away with the urban areas and keep everybody globally centered in the cities, because then they're going to have quick transportation going back and forth to like the big cities, like Woodstock, and then it'll get you to Atlanta really fast. I mean, it's just too much. I mean, I know I won't live long enough to see a lot of stuff that will happen. I know that. I know for a fact. And I pray for my children and my grandchildren and great-grandchildren, they don't have to continue with all this.
We have to protect them. We have to, I'm really not preaching. I'm really trying to help people, the few that are in here, like, just if they like research some stuff and tell their friends and tell their family, that's.
Princess Ice says, I live in Harlan, Kentucky, and it's a poor county. Nothing wants to come here and build. Well, y'all might be the very ones that will make it. You know, I heard a long time ago, the people that will really survive when hard times come, bad times come, are the poorest of the people because they already know how to do without.
True.
They already know how to do without. It's the people that take everything in their lives for granted.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
Now, Princess Ice, I know that, you know, Kentucky always depended on the coal mines, and that's where, you know, generations and
Shut
generations.
down. They've been
Yeah.
shut down.
Are they gone? Are they all gone?
Yes. Because I watched a video not long ago, Princess Ice, about didn't y'all have somebody come there to I saw a video. It was about maybe a town makeover, hometown makeover thing for a company to come in and help redo the town. And I don't know what happened with that. Obviously they weren't picked, but they went around the town and interviewed certain merchants and different people and saying, you know, we love our town. We really would appreciate this. We could use it, and we want our town to do better. But that was a while back. She's saying, no, you saying they didn't do it. Well, that's a shame, you know, and a town like that would probably really have done good, them coming in and changing and help fix things up, because there's a lot of people there in Harlan, you know, but they'll pick a town where they've got a lot of money maybe behind it. Hey, Pandora.
Princess Ice, that was a joke. Good one.
What'd she say?
That was a joke. So Princess Ice doesn't live in Kentucky.
She doesn't live there?
That's how I'm taking it. I
No,
don't know.
you're talking about that video that when they came there and interviewed, that was a joke maybe. You know, it's a shame if it is.
No. Princess Ice, do you live in Kentucky or not?
We're between a huge city and a state. Yeah, I think she's from Kentucky.
Hi, girls. Can you hear me? I actually didn't have my microphone plugged in, so it's like nothing's happening.
Well, I had to step away, so it's hard to tell how
Okay.
long you was in the back.
It's no problem. I wanted to explain. I watched this one show on YouTube quite a bit, and she was talking about the train derailment in Ohio, and I live like 30 miles downstream from there on the Ohio River. But anyway, she started talking about these 15-minute cities, and she said what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it's a planning concept. They're doing it right now in Cleveland in several areas, and I think what they're trying to do is so that you can get to anything you need, right? Your grocery store, your gym, where you shop, the doctor, everything is within 15 minutes of where you live.
Right. Yeah.
And
I'm already there.
yeah,
Yeah. It's yeah.
It's a shame.
all the basic things, and it's not by car, right? It's by foot or bike.
Yep.
Oh,
There-
they've got all kind of bike trails and parks going in. It's just crazy.
Yeah. So, and exactly. I heard what you said. They're trying to get everybody to move into the city
Mhm.
and get rid of the rural urban
Right.
areas.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hello,
some
Izzy.
people are saying that's a myth or, whatever, but it's not. It's happening.
It is.
It is happening. Yeah. It's
Yeah, it is.
I'm worried about everybody.
Yeah, I am too.
Everybody. And I just, if we can, if everybody just kind of takes a minute out of their day and just sits back and just think about what's going on around us right now,
Yeah. Things will never be the same as they were when we grew up,
No.
No. I know some people don't want to hear about. I know I posted a link in my neighborhood Facebook group about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, and it was about this stuff, about our city, what's going on, and they didn't want to hear. They didn't want to hear about politics. I'm like, it's your life. It's
Yeah.
not just politics. It's you. It's your family. It's your city.
It's really not about politics.
No.
It's about what our politicians are doing to us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Our
It's,
freedoms.
Yeah, it's not like sitting down and talking about, congressmen and presidents and stuff. It's our real life of what's happening to us. Yeah, but I've had people say that to me too. Oh, I don't listen to any of that stuff. Well, maybe you might want to check on it a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but
Well, it's already started here in some of the cities, and Canada is big because Canada, they're all about being woke and
oh, bad.
taking away rights. They don't even have a constitution like we do.
No,
They have no
because
rights there.
they have their people dependent on the government. Like their people, they don't have to work in Canada. When you have a
Just Izzy
baby,
Pop.
huh?
Sorry, I had to say hi to Izzy Pop.
That's all right. Oh, hi, Izzy. We're just gabbing so much. I haven't even.
But go ahead, Pandora.
Oh, I was just listening to what Renee was saying about. I mean, the Canada, they really have no rights. They don't have a First Amendment.
No. Their health care is regulated and dictated too. None of the females have to go to work. It doesn't matter if you're married. It doesn't matter if your husband makes $100,000 a year. You still get a check of what they call a mother's allowance.
Wow.
So they
think
don't
you
have to
did
go to
that.
work.
I'll have to ask her.
But yeah, they are very, very socialistic over there. When I'm at my mom's house, which my mom is probably a mile from me, my mom is on the river. I could take a picture and you could see all the lights right in Canada and the river's right there.
Cool.
It's
Yeah. Well, even their healthcare, everybody's like, well, they have free healthcare. Well, I know a guy. Used to watch this guy. Well, we still do. He's called the Raccoon Whisperer up there, and he feeds raccoons and stuff. He's a great guy. He gets like 30 raccoons. They'll come up and eat hot dogs out of his hand. But he has a tumor, and he couldn't get in to see the doctor to have it removed. And now they don't think. Now they don't think he's gonna live too much. He's gonna have to have a coloscopy bag and all kind of. I mean, just because they waited so long.
Yeah. It's
surgery.
A couple months to get a doctor's appointment over there.
Yeah, and our system isn't perfect. Don't get me wrong, but
Getting that way here.
yeah. You know what? My parents used to have a house down in Mexico. They built it. It was a really cute little brick house, but they really liked the healthcare down there in Mexico. A lot of the doctors in Mexico in the bigger cities were trained up here in the United States, and everything's pretty reasonable. I mean, it's just not like $10,000 for an aspirin or whatever. You know what I mean?
Boy, wouldn't it be scary to go to Mexico now?
No, I would totally live there.
I don't know. I mean, it can't be worse than here, can it?
I mean, seriously, you go to Chicago, you're in way more danger than you are in some of these towns in Mexico.
Crazy.
Yeah.
People just walk up to somebody and punch them in the nose and break their nose. Here, they just getting away with everything, everywhere.
Yeah. It's people think of Mexico, they think of the tourist cities, a lot of people begging, and there is some violence there or whatever, or the border towns, and it's just not very nice, right? But if you go inland, the people there are just like the salt of the earth. I mean, and they believe things like, if you were to rob somebody, your whole family is, put to shame. So people, it's just not heard of. It's just a lot more peaceful than people think.
Yeah.
But I don't think Mandar would go for it. Would you? You wouldn't go to Mexico and live.
No.
See, he wants to go to a 15-minute city where he can walk to the beer store.
City, yeah.
Anyway, I got to get back to work. I'm doing a whole bunch of printing, so I have to keep going back and forth to the printer.
Okay.
And,
All right. Thank you for coming up, Pendor.
Yeah, thanks for having me up here, Audrey. Always happy to see you. You're a very kind person.
Oh, thank you.
See
So
you
are you.
later, Pendar.
Okay, girlies. Bye. Have fun.
Bye. Bye.
Next, who's coming up?
Call him up.
I'm gonna go grab me a cup of coffee.
All right. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to drop the link again. Anyone's welcome. We're just chit-chatting about anything, so there you go.
Chat, pick a subject and we'll talk about it.
Hello, Nitro. Thank you for coming in. Nitro Freak. Everyone sub up to him. He's really good.
Hey, Freeside.
Oh, someone snuck in. Hello, Freeside.
Yeah, Freeside just come in.
Yeah, Rhonda, she dropped down, never did come back, so.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, that's my lifeline best friend. Ever since we was knee-high to grasshopper.
Be nice if Ernie would come and surprise us for a minute.
Yeah. He's probably busy. Boy, it's quiet now. Oh yeah, all of you guys in chat, you can drop your channels. Don't be shy. Drop them and get you some subs.
I'm not seeing wrenches.
Huh? They
Yeah,
all
I'm
got wrenches.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them.
You won't see them in StreamYard, but if you had another phone, click on the live and you can see it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting here with two phones. Yeah, I sat there and tried to mute myself off of the other one and I couldn't do it. I was like, what the heck's going on? Come realize I was on the wrong phone.
Maggie, you have to say his name 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
Lightning Tiger, Lightning Tiger, Lightning Tiger.
I'd shit if he did pop in now.
Say it 3 times, Maggie. Maggie lives in another country and she said it's not any better over there either. I mean, everybody's feeling the effects. It doesn't,
Yeah. I know she posted it was almost 3 o'clock in the morning, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Or it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't remember now.
Nobody
you're
came
right.
up, huh?
No, I dropped a link too.
Nobody came up. Maggie, do you want to come up?
That would be
She's-
nice to hear about another country.
Right now, she's trying to summon
Maggie-
Ernie in here.
Is Maggie in another country?
Yeah. Christine, yeah, Lightning Tiger, where in the 40 hell are you, dude?
Christine, why don't you just come up here? My gosh.
She's shy.
I just don't believe you're shy. I really don't believe that.
The first time, right? I said, okay, one of these days, I've been on YouTube long enough following this community. My first time I ever go up on a panel, I wanted to go up on Ernie's first. Do y'all remember that day?
Mm-mm.
When I clicked the link and like everybody clicked the link at the same time? And that person come up and telling Ernie that we're only up there to try to track him?
No, I don't remember
I
that.
remember that.
Are you kidding me? I was like, oh my Lord.
Are you talking about Maggie was up there too.
Maggie, Jen Mail.
And then I remember that. And then I came up, and as soon as I came up, I said, "What's going on, Ernie?" And he said, "Well, just ask them." I said, "No, I'm asking you." And then he went off, and it ended.
Oh, so you didn't see the part that the person was trying to trigger Ernie?
Yeah, I did, but I
Oh.
didn't go up there then. But I went up when he I don't know. I didn't know which way it was going up there, but I wanted to know what was going on. And
My head was spinning in full circles. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me that this is happening right now. This, I finally get brave. And I was just like, wow. I just went up to shoot the breeze with him. Yeah, we got invaded.
yeah. Well, Christine, come on.
No, she said, wait a minute. Maybe I read the wrong one.
Come on, Christine.
You have
What do
to
you mean you
say.
tried and it wouldn't work? Just click the thing that says, what does it say? StreamYard?
Yeah,
Yes.
hold on, no.
You have to turn the volume down on your YouTube, on your where you're watching it, because StreamYard is going to be another window that opens up.
Christine remembers that day. I was like, oh my Lord. And
Mhm.
then everybody started doing lives about it because it was such a cluster one-on-one up there. And I'm like, hey, that's not even what happened. The people that did the lives on it, the videos on it, were saying that we all didn't have Ernie's best interests at heart and what we were doing to him up there. And I'm like, no, that's not how it happened.
You're not brave, Sister Callie? You don't have to be brave to come up on panel. It's just like talking on the phone. And
Maggie says, I was up and the panel were making out that I was triggering Ernie.
Well, they thought we all were, Maggie.
no, you weren't triggering him, Maggie.
No.
I might recall it. It's just usually if I'm in his chat, I'm usually modding and keeping out the riffraffs or busy chatting with somebody, and I miss half of it. So,
But has anybody else noticed? If you have, put a 1 in the chat. That since rap has been gone, and even before that a lot of the trolling stopped.
oh yeah,
I've noticed it. A lot of it has stopped. I mean, you still get a few stragglers, but not like it was when he was going, live every day and going chat to chat to chat. It was him.
yeah. I don't know though, but the porn bombs is still going on. What
Well-
was it? 3 channels in 1 week?
Yeah, but sometimes, it's just got to be done.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, when duty calls, it just got to happen sometimes.
Well, I just wrote Ernie and said, come up on panel. So I don't know.
Did he read it?
Not when I just left the chat.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen it pop up. He may
Princess
be busy
Ice.
over there.
nobody is sure where
Well-
he is.
It's wrapping jail. I think he's still under a hold, or has been recommended to be under a hold or something. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything
You know
about
what?
him.
I really don't care.
I don't. I
I
think we.
really don't give a rat's ass where he's at.
Nope.
Give a shit what they're doing, because it just don't matter.
No.
Not to me.
Yeah. All for attention.
Pepsi.
Oh, for-
I'm drinking Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Sister Callie asked what I was drinking.
You're not drinking a beer?
No, I'm drinking Pepsi. I haven't had a beer. I was going to. I mentioned it on Nicolina's live that I was going to start in on the beer, but
Yeah.
I changed my mind. It's still sitting in the refrigerator.
Oh, wow.
I might hit it tomorrow night. No, I won't go live neither.
Tanya Renee says, see you later, Audrey. Got to woke up early in the morning for work. Got to wake up early in the morning.
All right. Thank you for coming in, Tanya Renee.
I've never seen Tanya Renee before.
I hadn't either.
Huh.
Let's see. Who else is in here? Let's see. I just don't know why Christine don't bring her butt up here. It's not like you really have to climb upstairs to get in here.
She said she tried. It wouldn't
You just
work.
use your finger and all with your finger.
Nobody was more scared than I was to do it, but it is true. Everybody says that once you do it the first time.
Oh, it took me more than just one time.
Did it?
The first
Oh,
time
yeah.
I was ever on panel, Nicolina come up there and me and her talked, and I said something really ugly to her, and I felt so bad for it. Because I usually don't say F you to people. I mean, I just don't even like saying that. But I did. And
I do.
And well, that's you. But I just felt like I was trying to suck it back in. In fact, that night I went over to Lisa, Ernie's Lisa. She was going over that book.
Bertoni.
Yeah, she was going over that book by Rick Warren. And she was taking some prayer requests. And I said, I need prayer because I've been convicted today and it hurt me so bad. I carried that with me all day that I said something so ugly to somebody like that. And
Hold on a minute. Christine, you did something wrong. Turn your camera on. You don't have to look at me or nothing, but I can't click on you for some reason.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word.
Bird in the
Bird.
It's not letting me bring Christine up. Wonder why.
Bird, come up here.
She's unloading her car.
Oh, she is.
Jody, do you know why it ain't letting me bring Christine up?
You mean, is she in the back?
Yeah, it says her name and then edit name, kick from studio or banned from studio. It ain't letting me bring her up. What's wrong?
You're asking me? I don't have a channel. I don't have a channel, and I don't
See what I mean, everyone? I've had a channel and I still don't know. Can you turn your camera on?
Catlin, you come up and help her?
I don't need to see. I just need to figure out why I can't pull her up.
Well, I know it's her. So if you can grab her, grab her.
I'm trying. It ain't letting me. Drop back down and come back up, Christine.
I'm proud of her for trying too.
Yeah, she's trying. It's just not taken. Now come back up. Grab the link.
Oh, okay, Catlin. Ernie, come on. Maggie says she's going to give you 5 more minutes. And then she's got to go to bed. Let me see if he's answered me yet.
I'll drop another link in case that one expired or something. I don't know.
No.
Hey, copy that.
Hello, copy that. Thank you for coming in.
Copy.
There, I dropped the link. Anyone that wants to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. We're just chit-chatting.
because we don't know what to talk about. So if you come up here, maybe we'll have something else to talk about.
I told Chad to pick something to talk about. Pick whatever you want,
Mhm.
Yeah.
or who you want. Who you want to talk about?
Mhm. Mhm.
Well, we talked about the New World Order, a little bit of the Title 42,
Yeah.
China. What else did
Maggie,
we?
bless your heart. She's still trying.
Oh, someone's back there. Let's
Oh,
see.
good.
Try it again. Nope, Christine, it's still not working.
Christine, did you click on all the right buttons the first after you got in to StreamYard?
She has to hit allow mic and camera, and then
Yeah.
she can shut her camera off. Did she
Some
do that?
birds. Maybe Bird knows. She's on a lot of panels. Hey, Bird.
Hey. Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
Can you tell Audrey
Hello.
help Audrey with Christine?
Yeah, it's saying, wait a minute, let me go back. It's saying, her name, edit name, kicked from studio and banned from studio. It won't let me bring her to stream.
When I first tried to come in, it said, "Oh snap!" There was a problem, but then I tried it again, and I just
Did you do anything different?
no, I just
Uh-oh.
I just clicked.
Hello.
Hello, thank you, YouTube police. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How you doing tonight?
Oh, that voice sounds familiar to me.
Well-
I'm doing fine too.
Yeah, I've got like 5 channels, and right now this just happens to be the one I'm working on. So, I've got Belt Loop 29, Belt Loop 29 Can Cook, Belt Loop 29 Gardening, Belt Loop 29 Cute Critters, and then YouTube Police.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
So why'd you pick us?
Oh, I
Well,
followed him.
I try to get around to a lot of different folks. I can't always, hop on panel with everybody. And a lot of times, I've been doing this for a little while. There's a lot of folks that I tend to stay longer on their live streams than others. And some of them I come in for just a little while, and others I go into and all they're doing is showing bubbles or something. And sometimes I'll just say hello. I'll hit the like button and then, move on to somebody else. It's been my experience that the best way to get to know folks and the best way to build a channel is to hop up on other people's live streams.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, you get to know them, they get to know you a little bit more, and it's a lot different than just seeing a name on a chat.
Yep.
So,
Did Audrey's channel just pop up in your queue, or did you already know about her? Have you seen her channel before or anything?
well, I was already subscribed to it. Hang on, there's a train going by.
Okay.
I'm at work at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's all right. Fact is, I'm running the ship, so.
Well, we have questions. We want to know how come, why we can go report different channels for the crap they do, and nothing ever happens.
Hang on. Let me first say, I am not affiliated with YouTube in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Oh,
This is just a channel name. This is just a channel name.
all right,
And
all
it
right.
was named, before I changed it to this, it was Mental Cop. And it's, because I work at a mental institution. I am a police officer, but that's in the real world. And that is, I work at a mental facility.
Mhm.
And I am a certified police officer, gone through the police academy. You know, I could work in any community here in this state.
Mhm.
But you know, I really, I am a police officer, but it's not who I am. It's just what I do, if that makes sense.
And you have 5 channels.
Hang on one second. I gotta, hang on.
I had to find my
Yes, ma'am.
place
I
to
have
take.
5 channels.
Wow. How do you
There's
find time for all that?
Well, truthfully, with all the different options that they've got on YouTube, with shorts and live streams and longer format videos and even podcasts these days, even though I hadn't done one of the podcasts. My wife and I are, you know, getting a little, you know, we've been married almost 35 years. And so it ain't like I'm a spring chicken and trying to raise any kids or anything.
Right.
It's, you know, it's me and her. And, you know, we got our families, you know, my brothers and sister and her family as well. But, you know, they're not there at our house every day. And for that matter, you know, she works 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and I work Sunday through Thursday from like 3 o'clock to 11:30. So I don't really get to see her much, except for on Fridays and Saturdays. And so, you know, when I get up in the morning, she's already gone. When I get home at night, she's already in bed.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess I just fill my time a lot of times with you know, YouTube. I do a lot of live streaming, and sometimes I work on videos, and sometimes during the day I'll shoot just little shorts.
So what's your
Now
hobby?
I don't. Well, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. It's something to do, and I don't put
How
a whole
long-
lot up on my cooking channel.
How long have you been on a YouTube channel?
Well, my main channel is the Belt Loop 29 channel, and my first videos, that channel I actually signed up for in 2008, but I never put a video up. Well, I never put a video up until 2020, and that was just. And when I started putting videos up, it was mainly because the fact that I thought it was a lazy man's way of trying to keep a garden journal. I never planted anything before 2020, and but some of the things I saw said to have a garden journal so that you can go through and kind of keep track of what happens when during the year. And so I thought it would be a way of keeping track of that. And my first videos were really, really poor. You know, they were bad videos, but I kind of got, you know, to where I enjoyed making videos. But a lot of folks will go through and they will try to, well, they get so focused on the numbers, and I guess I did initially too. You know, it feels good when people watch your stuff and comment and tell you good things about, tell me good things about my videos. Of course, you know, most people are going to be nice, and a lot of times they won't say, well, that video really sucked. And I'm happy for that. But some of those early videos were really bad. But you know, as you do that, and you kind of you gain a few more people here and a few more people there, you get to paying attention to the numbers and looking at how many subscribers, and then you start thinking, well, you know, I could get a few more subscribers if I just sent out an email, you know, to one of my friends over on Facebook. And then, so pretty soon you start sending out emails, and you get frustrated with the you know, poor response, because you know, you can send out a lot of emails or messages, not getting, you know, anybody come up, you know, really hardly and join. But you get a little I guess it just kind of one thing led to another type of thing. My main channel, I've been focusing at for a long time. I just focused on that.
Mm-hmm.
And that channel is monetized.
Mm-hmm.
Is that coming from me?
Yeah.
Let me make sure my.
Do you have YouTube open?
I was still trying to bring Christine up and it still won't do it. So it's on her end, whatever the problem is.
So what did you mean by bubbles?
What do I mean by what?
Bubbles.
I don't think I said bubble.
Well, I heard it. And somebody. Oh, I'm hearing an echo.
Whoa, there's a bad echo.
It's all coming through your policeman thing.
Wait a minute.
Somebody just asked.
It's Christine. Wait a minute. I think I got her. Where'd she go? Is she up there? It was Christine.
I don't see her.
Christine, try that again, whatever you did.
Well, I'm hitting my.
It's not you.
Down, Mr. Police.
Do what?
Does he have? Do you turn your YouTube volume down or off? Is that better? No. No. Somebody else. You said. He said blowing bubbles.
It's echoing bad. He has to turn down YouTube.
Turn your YouTube down.
He said it's not his issue. He's in bed now.
Is that better? Nope.
Hold on. Let me see if it's me. Let me mute and then you got.
Okay. And I'm going to mute too. Now, you talk, Marie.
Yeah, you're not echoing now, Jody.
I was on mute.
Oh.
How about now?
Hello? Still there.
Yeah, you were still.
So it must be me.
Maybe
So
he needs to drop down and come back up.
Okay.
Mr. Policeman, what's your name?
My name's Gary, otherwise known as Belfast.
You want to drop down and come back up?
Hey, that's it still have. Yeah. I appreciate you letting me up.
yeah,
I'll be in the chat for a few minutes. I should have a lot of folks that are live tonight that I need to see.
Okay.
well, thank you for coming up. Bird's saying she got kicked.
Dang.
I didn't kick no
Oh, I'm
one.
still hearing the echo. All right, I'm going to mute you talk.
Okay, is it still echoing? Anybody hear an echo?
You weren't echoing. All right, you mute and I'll talk. Hello? Hello?
There I am. Now, how do I hear you guys?
Sorry, I was muted. I was sitting here talking away.
All right, there we go.
Oh, gosh. Thank you for coming
Hold
up.
on.
It was Jody's fault. She told me to mute. Here, I'll drop another link so Bird can come up. Jody, you can unmute.
What's up, lady?
Oh, nothing much. What's up your way?
Weather's breaking finally.
Oh, believe it or not, it was 84 today.
It's gonna be 88 tomorrow.
Oh, no. Maybe your way. It's only supposed to be 77.
They're saying Christina's echoing, and I'm hearing me again too.
All right, I'm getting the echo. What am I doing wrong?
Well, it's me. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna leave and see if it's me. Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Oh,
Is it still echoing now?
No, so far so good.
Okay.
Nope. I'm echoing, yes.
Oh.
Where did
The
Jody go?
Well, wait a minute. I'm bringing them back in.
Bird!
Hey!
What are you doing, girl?
What am I
Oh,
doing?
Mr. Samuel.
How's it going?
Hi, Mr. Samuel.
So does everybody have YouTube closed out and just StreamYard open?
I'm standing in the dark.
And as far as knowledge about that.
Is it echoing or anything?
Is it me?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I've got my earbuds in for that.
You know, sometimes
Now,
earbuds.
if I want to now, put on I push the
I don't know what the thing is, but I don't think I'm echoing anymore, am I?
No, you're not. Mr. Samuel, who's echoing?
Sounds like all of it.
Am I? Yeah.
See, I don't hear it.
Audrey, you go down and come back. You go out and come back. Maybe
All
not.
right.
My mic's off.
How do I go out?
Just leave StreamYard and come back in.
Well, any other time I don't have a problem kicking myself. Now I can't. Now I can't. Isn't that awful?
I'll just click on StreamYard and go out.
I'm
gonna
trying.
I'm gonna try to unplug my earbuds. See what happens.
I'm trying, everyone.
Did you drop your link?
Yeah, I dropped it a while ago.
It's way up there.
The only thing that I can see is end.
And
Yeah, to end the live.
we'll take it off 10.
Well, wait a minute. First, I'm dropping the link.
Do you have a more?
Yeah, on my more, it just says post comment, layout, private chat, broadcast info, settings, and cancel.
Hmm.
So how do I kick myself? Check and make sure echo. Okay, hold on.
I used to be able to do it real easy, but now I can't get my leg up that high.
Huh?
I used to be able to kick myself, but
Oh,
I can't get my leg up that high anymore.
go into my settings, go into audio.
Press on.
Ernie?
Now,
Oh my God, it's so much better. Oh, thank you.
Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
echo. How's it now?
What you chewing on, Jody?
Coffee cake. For my coffee.
It's called what?
Coffee cake.
coffee cake. I thought you said it's called BK. I'm like, what?
Oh no, don't start that.
It's
Good
called,
Lord.
Is it still echoing?
Is it?
no, I don't hear anything. It
No,
was
I don't hear nothing now.
Yeah, it's messed up. I don't hear nothing on my end. You guys all sound loud and clear.
Oh, crap.
Okay, Mr. Samuel and Bird, what y'all want to talk about?
Army
no.
Vet says it's good.
My screen just went black. Okay, there we go. Why does it keep doing that? There I go. Okay.
You're good.
I don't know. Good grief. I think we're supposed to be getting some storms coming in tonight or tomorrow morning, something. I don't know.
Huh.
The weather's not working with me.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Mr. Samuel, what you been doing lately?
Yeah, I haven't seen him around too much.
Hmm.
Oh, someone else back here.
He was on Betty's. I think I seen him last night or night before.
I can't seem to catch Betty on a live. I have to keep replays.
Got the impression y'all had a question or two for me, so I was coming back.
Okay, what did you mean by when you was? I said, what brought you to Audrey's channel here?
To Audrey's.
And you
well,
said there were so many people are blowing bubbles. What does that mean?
No, I don't. I don't know anything about any bubbles. I don't remember saying that. In fact, that doesn't sound. I may. Oh, yeah, I do. Now I understand what you mean.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I understand the statement now. I'm putting it, just saying blowing bubbles. On a lot of the live streams, when you go into some of the silent live stream, hang on just a second.
Mm-hmm. I know what he means. I think.
Renee Marie said her house just shook.
Don't you start no
That's right.
theories now, Renee Marie.
Maybe she's having a small earthquake or something up there.
York?
Yeah, they're all around right now.
Dang.
Go on ahead, YouTube, please. Sorry about that.
Are you there, YouTube man?
Explosion is what explosion.
You said we're being invaded.
Asking if it was an explosion.
I'm sorry about that. I am at work and I'm having to dispatch officers to this call or that. When you go into some of these live streams, hang on.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
It's good to see you, Audrey. I think you were the second person I ever talked to when I was newly hatching into this community.
Yeah.
Yep, been a while.
Hello, Mr. Shelby. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. Like I said, I'm at work and I'm just having to go back and forth between here and what I'm doing. Live streams tend to put bubbles on there for some reason. A lot of the folks in the Filipino community doing live streams for some reason have bubbles blowing on their live stream, and it's just a picture of a vase or a flower, or sometimes I see that here frequently. And that's what I mean about blowing bubbles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can add that to mine too.
Cool.
Tiny bubbles.
But I tend to go to quite a few different live streams. I was already connected with Audrey's Journey. I don't know if I met her through maybe Cole Waltz or James Gype, or it could have been one of the other. I've got about 2,200 connections on my main channel, and so there's a lot of people that come in there during my live streams. And for that matter, I've got a lot of friends that come up on panel and either co-stream or they, sometimes we kind of direct people to other people's co-streams from time to time. But I can't, it's hard sometimes for me to keep up with who I met where. I know that on this channel, the YouTube Police, I have seen Miss Audrey's Journey at least. I had to have seen it at least once to subscribe to it. So sometimes what I do is when I connect with somebody, then I'll, when I see they're live, I try to go into their live stream and show support when I'm, I don't hit the bell or anything, because, I don't want my phone going off every 3 seconds. And so I try to make it to as many live streams as I can to get to know people. Now, obviously, the folks that I started out with earlier on, I do tend to spend more time with them than a lot of the newer channels. But the more somebody time spends with my channel, the better I get to know them, the more time I spend with them as well. But there's only 24 hours in a day, and I try to make it around to different people and get to know them. Kind of hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, I
Especially
got
when
that.
Well, this is my hobby. This is basically, instead of coin collecting I do some gardening too. So that's why I got a gardening channel. And my wife gardened.
I love
She's
that.
been gardening
To them too.
So,
At first, I thought
I-
you were Ernie.
you thought what?
At first, I thought you was someone we knew named Ernie, because your voice, at first, I thought it was him. And it would be like him to come on with the YouTube Police thing.
Okay. So he's got a good sense of humor.
Yes, he does. He's very funny.
Good. Now, one thing I have learned though doing this, I've learned a couple of things. Up until recently, this channel was actually named Mental. And the reason for that, like I said, is because I work at a mental institution. But, when I decided to try and do something with this channel, initially it was just so I could talk with other law enforcement officers. But that really didn't pan out. It just didn't seem to be a whole lot of interest. And so instead of that, I just I did a few live streams with it, and then went through. Here we go. There's camera. I did a few live streams with it, and that was about it. And then I got kind of bored with doing the Belt Loop 9 channel all the time. You can get burnt out on any of this stuff. And so I was kind of burnt out on that, but I wasn't burnt out with meeting folks. I wasn't burnt out with, hopping on and talking with folks. So I decided to try and develop this channel. Now my Cute Critters channel is the second, I say second channel that I have. It's the one with the most connections, even more than this one. But a lot of those have been just me taking video, taking videos, shorts of my dogs. I love my pets, and it's just an easy thing to do. And so I've got about 200 subscribers on that channel. This one's around 130, I guess, or something like that. But I thought, hey, everybody's always talking about the YouTube police. You know, why don't I just use that? And so I thought it would be memorable, but then you should see some of the looks I get when I come into a room. I'm just another content creator.
Can I ask you what you do at the mental institution? I mean, I'm not.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a police officer.
You're at the mental institute. Okay. Well, what do you think about YouTube? You think there's a lot of people with mental problems on these channels?
I have seen some people that I honest to goodness, think that they do have some mental impairments.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think everybody is. And I think that there are some people on here with, autism. I mean, I'm no doctor. I'm not medically trained.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean,
but you do see people on here that have different, I've got a very good friend of mine on here, has cerebral palsy, and he's as bright as they come. But his body doesn't function like it would if he didn't have it. I've seen, and if anybody'd like to check him out, his name's DJ, over at DJ's Cartoon Universe. And
is it cartoon?
He likes to watch cartoons. He does some other stuff too. He's starting to branch out beyond just cartoons. But they do, him and my buddy Devil Dog do a lot of cartoon review. He's got a show that he started doing with Devil Dog called, Wild Tune and Insane Dog. Me and Devil Dog used.
I had never heard of all them.
Well, that's part of the reason why I go around and do this. At least in part, my main focus on my main channel is typically helping other YouTubers. YouTubers grow if they want to. Mm-hmm. We try to have fun too.
Does your channel children?
No, ma'am. We're not designed for children. Although I do try to keep it G-rated. My mama comes in my chat from time to time, and I don't want to do anything that would cause my mama to think any less of me. I try to be the man that my mama and daddy raised. So, but we don't. I mean, if somebody cusses in the chat, we try to discourage that. But I'm not. People are adults. I ain't here to try and slap somebody's hand. But we try to keep it G-rated. And even though a lot of my shows are late at night, at midnight Central Time, but I have a program at 12 o'clock noon on Central Time on Sundays before I go to work. And then we have one Saturday night at 8:30 Central Time. And,
do you ever cam up?
Do I now?
Do you ever cam up? Show yourself?
Oh, all the time except for when I'm at work.
Oh.
Work has since I work at a hospital, they have very strict what's known as a HIPAA law.
Right, yeah.
And so as a result of that, they have very strict guidelines about what having any video from the hospital. And so since I'm at work right now, rather than I'm not here to try and break any rules or anything. Mm-hmm. And so I try to abide by the rules that they've set down. Mm-hmm. But I'm on videos a lot. Whether I've got over 1,000 videos on my Belt Loop 29 channel. So,
nice.
I've been doing that for a few years.
Have
And
you
I,
know him, Mr. Samuel? Have you ever been to his websites?
No,
No. Okay.
sorry, no, have not.
but it's okay. I never sweat things like that.
Do you know what
If
John
somebody-
Smith is over here?
I'm sorry.
Do what now?
Do you know what genre or whatever it is that you're in now?
Do I?
Well,
Or category?
I can't say that I do. The fact is that I've got people from the paranormal community, from fishing, from the knife community, from
Keep going.
camping,
It's gonna blow your mind.
from cooking.
Keep going.
Blew mine. From what I understand, I believe that we're in a circle
Yeah,
of
I
impact.
think we
didn't
hooked
know it.
up on Cole Watts Cole Watts's channel.
Yeah, probably so. I've been spending a pretty good bit of time over there lately. In fact, I've been co-streaming with him a couple of times. I've been working on my watch hours on this channel. I've got more watch hours on this channel than I do subscribers.
Audrey, you've been holding out on me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Cole's good people.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I like hanging out over there.
Thank you,
So-
Toogie.
But I just go through and try to have fun, and I try to help people. That's what I do.
Right.
Take notes, Renee.
Oh, well, stay right here because you'll be helping me a lot.
Well, I do when I stream. I typically, if other people want to co-stream with me, they're welcome. Everybody's always welcome up on my panel as long as they're, not going to be. I don't want any drama on my
Right.
channel, and so I ask people to be respectful and polite. Have fun, but be respectful and polite. And as long as they do that, they're welcome to co-stream if they want. Are y'all familiar much with co-streaming?
No, I'm not.
Well, for example, right now, Miss Audrey is on StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
If she has obviously an account.
Oh, I understand what you mean now. Yeah. Do y'all? I
All
don't
right.
mean talking. Y'all talk. Yeah,
Oh,
those
that's okay.
talk.
Oh, you're doing good, Jody.
No, I just run my mouth
Well,
all night. Bird, you talk. to
Hey,
me.
I do the same thing.
Samuel, you
I'm
talk.
sorry, I talk too much.
Hey, it's okay. I'm enjoying it. I'm listening.
I chime in
Well,
when I
somebody
can.
new comes up,
Um,
we want to peck them.
Well,
Find out who they are.
the way I look at it is, if you don't ask questions, then you don't know. The only way to get to know somebody is to ask questions or just talk to them for a while. And
So we
you know,
can assume that you're not a pedophile, right?
no, I'm not. Although that's funny you should ask, and let me explain why. We had a troll that got into our group.
Uh-oh. What
Well,
name?
Just the one.
I'd rather not say his name. I will put it in private chat so you will know who it is.
Okay, it's just a guy we don't want to know.
Well, let's see. Here, all right. This is his channel name.
Are you putting it in the
I just
chat?
put that in private chat.
Okay.
I just put it in private chat. Should not be on public.
Sounds familiar. Actually,
Well,
Well,
I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
sounds familiar.
It does to you?
well,
Okay.
here's the thing about him. He came in. He got all upset when Devil Dog was doing a live stream. I came up on panel with him, and we had, I don't know, probably 4, 5, 6 people on the panel. and we had about 20 people and 25 people in the chat.
Excuse me a minute.
And
Bird, mute out.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, go ahead.
okay, but he wrote hi, H-I. And then a few minutes later, he said, hello. And nobody responded to him. So, and I do try to watch the chat when I'm, doing that. It gets harder when the more variables that are there, the more chats you have, the more people on panel, the more people in the chat.
Mhm.
But I miss some, and I try to, it's just like right now, for some reason, I'm watching the phone rather than the chat. But it gets harder the more people and more variables that become involved. Well, he got all upset and said, well, fine, I'm blocking you, you meaning me and Belt. He said me and Devil Dog, he was going to block us. And, I became a little indignant. And the next morning I said on my live stream, or the next day on my live stream, I made the comment that if you're in the chat and you want to get my attention, put my entire name out there. It's not hard. All you have to do is put the @ symbol in the first 2 letters and it can auto complete it for you. But at least that way it highlights the name so that or if you've got a question for me, put 3 Q's in a row, so that it's more likely to draw my attention.
Mhm.
Anyhow, he became indignant at that, and he wrote this long, comment on one of my things, saying I am a Christian, or no, he said I am a minister of God, and ended the whole thing with may God give you knowledge. Well, I am a Christian myself. I don't talk religion on my channel, and I don't talk politics, but with him, I quoted a few scriptures for him and said, hey, whether you're a minister or not, that don't cut no mustard with me, because I've known a lot of ministers and most of them is good people, but a few of them is just wolves in sheep's clothing.
Mhm.
Some people cloak themselves in that title just so that they can go around and do, bad things.
We know a few. Mhm.
Anyhow, so he started coming back around, and we kind of accepted him back in the group. Never really, shunned him. Never did. But then, at some point, I decided to develop this channel that I already had. I've had this channel since 2020. YouTube Police. Now, I did take off all my videos and made them private. I didn't delete them or anything. I just made them private because I wanted to try and develop this channel outside of my Belt Loop 29 channels. I've got 4 Belt Loop 29 channels. This one was designed to be separate so that I could talk with other law enforcement officers, other cops.
Mhm.
That never turned out, but I still wanted to try and develop it outside of my Belt Loop 29 channels.
Mhm.
Well, let's just say that I was rather inept at trying to hide it. At one point I was doing a live stream and I was trying to do it from my phone, and this reception up here isn't really good at times. And so it went off or it went out or something. And I had to come back on and went back into StreamYard on my phone. And, it showed me a full picture of my face and everything. A few times I went, did something and I forgot to change my name from Belt Loop 29 to YouTube Police. Let's just say I wasn't it's a good thing I've never had to go undercover. Anyhow, because I've made, some mistakes with that. Well, he saw that. And he found out that I was, both Belt Loop 29 and YouTube Police. Well, he got his feelings hurt and said, started saying, well, I've been deceived. You've been lying, and all this kind of stuff. The fact is, I just didn't want it associated with the other channel. But once, he started broadcasting it, I guess, to everybody. and then, and I was still trying to develop the channel. I did, one evening I went into Cole Waltz's, live stream, and there was, somebody said something flirtatious to me. So I said something back flirtatious. I mean, I'm married to my wife, have been for 35 years, and I ain't planning on, that don't mean they ain't a little harmless flirtation from time to time. Well, he took that and started saying that I was a pedophile. So one of the things that I found out through all this, because somebody sent me, because he's never showed up on camera. But he made a mistake and started to do a live. And so there is if you look up his channel name, there's a picture of the top of him. It's not his full face, but it's just below the nose and above. Well, somebody sent me a shot, a picture, a full picture of him, as well as the fact that as his record, his criminal record, his conviction record. And that happens to be, he was convicted in 2005 of sexual battery, and he was convicted in 2006 of child solicitation.
Oh my.
So anyhow, so this guy it made sense then to me, because once I looked him up and found out who he was, because if you think about it, he's done time. All right. The one thing that I do know about prison is that child molesters and those types of people are the bottom rung of society. And they are well aware of that when they go into prison, because there's other people that are in prison that, look to do them harm. So from his perspective, he knew that was just really bad. So anyhow, I had been quiet, even though he had been texting, all these different women. He had been doing all this different stuff. Anyhow, so I finally he had sent me an email before, so I knew his email address, even though he took it off of his page. And I sent him an email. I said, look, I don't have any interest in you. I don't want to talk to you. I have no interest in discussing anything with you. But if you continue to harass me and my friends, because I was still seeing him show up in different live streams that we, around my community. So I said, if I see you again, I will be sending your a copy of your criminal record to them, so that they'll at least know who they're dealing with. If they want to block you, that's on them. I can't imagine them wanting to talk with you. But, if you keep harassing me and my friends, or if I see you, that's what's going to happen. By the way, if you continue it, I'm also going to contact the authorities in your area. And he is on the SRO, which is the RSO, the Registered Sex Offender List. So, and that's another way I verified the information, by looking up his information.
You need to come around here more often, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you do. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of a group on YouTube called the Mean Girls?
it seems like I've heard of it, but I can't tell you anything about it. Don't know anything about it.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Yes, ma'am.
What other channels? This is supposed to be the true crime category, but there's very few really do true crime. And
yes, ma'am.
I just didn't know if there was any other channels you've been to that we might know who they are.
Well, I mean, I can tell you, for example, in fact, I think I saw Corner Cobalt in here earlier.
Yeah,
Mark.
I tried to mod him, but he left.
Well, he's a friend of mine. So I mean, I can tell you, I can give you a bunch of channels that are friends of mine.
I'm subbed to him.
You may, some you may or may not know. My Green Lawn, Frank. You've got Market Corner Clubhouse, Cobalt. You got Devil Dog. You have Radio Jonesy Tasmania. He's also got about two or three other channels. You may know.
Can't read it. Oh, look at that.
Peaceful Des. You may know. Let's see. Al Chafe. My back
do you know Izzy Pop?
The name sounds familiar, but off the top of my head, it's. I don't know. There are a lot of people that I'm familiar with.
She's
Use
really
a black
good.
marker
Izzy Pop.
or a red
What
marker.
is the name of the channel?
Izzy IZZYPOP.
Okay, let me look it up. Give me just a second, and I'll see if I'm subscribed on any of my channels.
Okay.
She was a firecracker.
Let's see.
And do you know Nicolina 777?
No, I don't.
Don't?
Well,
Okay. He's not
I-
gotten around
I'm-
much.
You ran out of room on the paper?
Huh?
well, see, part of the
Brendar's
thing.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, in the chat.
Izzy Pop or Iggy Pop?
Izzy,
Izzy.
IZZYPOP.
Okay, I see it now. I am not subscribed to it on my main channel, not on my Can Cook channel, not subscribed to it on my belt or my YouTube police channel.
She's
Not,
really good.
let me check gardening, not on gardening. And let me check the last one. No, I'm not,
Have you ever heard
1.28.
Have you ever heard a channel called The Stand? STAND?
Not that I'm familiar
They
with. It's
really
not
need-
one of the regular.
They really need the police over there. You'd scare the shit out of them, and I would love it.
Well, I tell you what.
Go over there and go undercover for me, will you? Will you do that?
What was the stand?
The Stand, STAND.
All right, 7.71 thousand subscribers,
Does that sound about right?
I think.
It's
Yeah,
a
I
little-
know he's got 7,000
Okay.
subs. I just don't know the exact number.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take a faceful of pavement just to make a statement. I know, I went ahead and subscribed to them on at least two channels.
I mean, you don't have to answer. You can in the back chat, but I was just wondering if you're in Kentucky.
No, ma'am.
No? Okay.
I'll tell you where I'm at.
Okay.
That ain't no big deal.
Where are
I'm in Mississippi. I'm in Mississippi.
you? Mississippi.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you know any, the people that are, I do spend a lot of time in like the Filipino community, in the homesteading community, in gardening, knives. Like I said, I'm camping. I've got friends in a bunch of different, communities. And some of them may know I do.
Mhm.
I don't have just one home in the way I look at it. I've got a lot of friends in a lot of different places.
Okay. Now, if you
and they're
ever go
very-
over to the Stand, don't mention my name.
Okay.
But you just go over there
Okay.
and maybe scare him up a little bit, Tell him.
Well, I don't know that any. Hey, one of the first things I do
Don't
is
go
make sure
getting
that,
him in trouble. He'll
Oh,
say, I won't never go back to Audrey's channel again.
the,
Don't do that.
well, I make sure that people know that I'm not affiliated with YouTube. I'm not trying to make myself out to be
Well, he's
a
one of those
YouTube
people,
employee.
he's one of those people that you can report, and he never gets taken down. Never. And he's always doing shit on people. He is.
Okay. But, if he's not on this campus where I'm at currently, I don't have any authority whatsoever over him.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. But to give you an idea, on my main channel, I am I have around 2,230 subscribers. I will tell you who the members of my channel are, so that you can go through it, and maybe you've heard of one of them, but they're good people, and in a variety of places, all over the world, really. Let's see, Chillin, Indiana, Carl, Homestead in the Woods with D, Missouri Outlaw Randy, Old Man King Homestead,
You know him?
Dale Homestead, Outdoors with Big Matt.
Are you
Janet
saying?
Holmes.
Are you saying belt loop like on a belt?
Yes, ma'am. If you type in BELTLOOP 29.
29. Okay.
In fact, I tell you what, I'll make it easier. I'm sure you're modded up on this channel.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through on this channel. I'm going to type something in chat so that you can follow me back to my main channel.
Well, if you can put it in the private chat, I can copy and paste it into the chat. If you want me to.
Well, it's just easier to throw it in there since I've already switched over to my main channel.
Yeah, that's good.
No, I'm actually a lieutenant.
Oh, there's somebody
And I
in there
do
called
this.
Belt Loop 29. Oh, that's you?
That's me.
Well,
That's me.
how are you Belt Loop when you're the police over here?
Okay, well, let me show you. I just changed from one channel to the next.
Okay.
It's all
I'll be straight back, people.
Okay.
okay. This is, in fact, I guess I could just go through, and I'm gonna say hello in each of my channels.
Okay.
It doesn't take but a moment to switch,
Sure.
and that way you will know my channels.
Okay.
So I've already said hello, I think, in four. Simple. I do dispatch calls, but I also run the shift. Basically I'm the highest rank here during B shift.
I know.
And it does give me some free
gardening channel. I love gardening.
Well, you may be interested in more of my gardening stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome to call the cops, but you'd be calling me.
That's their name. It's a thing.
I know. I'm just joking. Because
it's a name they made up because the guy at the stand, that's what he's always saying. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops.
Okay. Well, hello, Izzy Pop. Hello, Renee Marie. Hello, I'm calling the cops. Hey, Maggie. Pendar. Let's see who I'm missing here. Christine Prestigiacomo. Prestigiacomo. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering that one pretty bad.
Is your name
Thelma?
Sean? Izzy wants to know if your name is Sean Gorman.
No.
Oh, Izzy.
My name's Gary. I'm not going to share my last name.
That's good. Do you skip trace?
No, ma'am. Well, we do what's called pass revocations. Understand what, where I work, we don't, I deal with patients. I don't deal, with the prison population and occasionally we have to take somebody to jail, but it's fairly rare.
Mm-hmm.
Most of what I do here is just tell other people what to do. But it's required to go through the police academy or be a certified police officer to work here for the police department.
Hang on. Is that true? Oh, the Sean Gorman guy did. Okay, I got you. Okay, not you, but this other guy. Okay.
Well, that's messed up. Now, interesting point though. Devil Dog one night when we were doing a live stream actually got, what is that when somebody calls and uses computer generated voice to send the cops over to his house?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay if you don't. The fact is, I'm from the South, and in the South, it takes most people for the most part look out for their own security. A police officer could be, a while before they could get to wherever you're at here.
Mhm.
And so I always for here, I would recommend, going through and, having some form of protection yourself.
Right. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
But what a lot of, well, and I'm, like I said, I know this department here. I don't work in the other communities. We do have more other officers that work here that have more street experience than I do. But I've got more time here.
Do you know what skip tracing is?
I assume that's, like bail bonding, tracing or apprehending individuals that are out on, here, if an individual is sent home with, family members or to like a halfway house or something like that, and they can't behave, they start missing their meds and what have you. A lot of times they'll do what's called a pass revocation, and we have to go pick them up. But a lot of times that's in communities throughout the state. And so it's come on, busting. If y'all have questions, I'm more than happy to
Samuel, you got any questions for him? You want to talk to him for a few minutes, Samuel?
Samuel, looks like you got a lot of shoes, brother.
I know it. I was thinking, God, he's got about as much shoes as I do.
For a second there, I had to figure out my sound. I didn't have any sound on here.
Oh, we can hear you now. Can you?
I can hear you guys
him?
at all. I can now.
Okay.
What was that?
Samuel,
About the
what is the name of your channel, Samuel?
It's just my name, LBG Samuel, I believe.
Okay.
I'm really
WG.
with this.
Just the initials WG.
LBG.
WG.
LBG. Sorry about that.
All right, LBG. Got it.
I believe so.
Oh, let me.
Evelyn might be able to help me out with that one. She usually does.
He's one of our resident men. We don't have a lot of men in our groups.
All right. Is it LBG Samuel? Is it Samuel LBG?
Just LBG.
Okay, LBG. All right.
What'd you say, Samuel?
Well,
it should have Samuel on there.
LBG. How many connections or subscribers do you have?
73, I believe.
All right.
Very young.
That should help me find it. Let me ask a question. Audrey, do you have Nightbot hooked up on here?
I think so.
Do you have a drop command for your chat?
Do what?
Do you have a something set up where Nightbot can drop a link, somebody's link?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Well, there's an easy way to find out if you have Nightbot set up. And give me just a second and I'll talk you through it if you'd like to do it.
Yeah, because I know a lot of you guys do that in your channels.
Yes, ma'am. I've got a lot of drop commands in mind, but that's, not everybody has it. Let's see, if you'll go to your StreamYard, not StreamYard, YouTube. Go to YouTube. All right. Once you get to YouTube, go to your studio.
I don't know if I can. How do I?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Okay. Go to your settings.
Anyway, let me drop down real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Where do you find the settings at?
It'll be on the next to the bottom on the left hand side. Below that, it's going to say send feedback.
See, here we go. Better go back to
All right.
dashboard. I'm on dashboard right now.
Okay, that's fine. Right below where it says dashboard, down by the very bottom, or near the, I'm assuming it's the same. I'm on my main channel and that's monetized. So let me swap over to the other channel.
I'm not
just to make sure.
monetized. I only have 300 subs, so.
Yes, ma'am. Well, it's the same in the non-monetized channels. Down by the bottom on the left-hand side, there's something called settings with what looks like a gear out to the left of it.
The only thing I got is
If you'll just click.
dashboard. The only thing I got is dashboard, content, analytics, and comments.
Okay. We'll look down at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I'm
on the
all the way
left-hand
down
side.
there. Yeah, I'm all
And
the
it doesn't
way
have
down
settings on there?
there. No.
That's weird. And
I know.
that's in your, now is that on your phone or is that on a computer?
Oh, that's a phone. I only got 2 phones here.
Oh, I'm not sure how to do it on a phone. I always work from the computer if I can help it.
Well, when I get my
Um,
computer up and going, I will have you to come up on panel and you can walk me through it.
I'll be
Because I
glad to
am
do that.
interested in that.
Well, I'll be glad to help you with that. It's more than happy to. Like I said, a lot of what I do is just help people, and Devil Dog's the same way. Devil Dog is my best bud.
That's why I said, you'll be helping me a lot.
Well, I'm more than happy to. And by the
Thank
way,
you.
if long as I'm on the subject of Devil Dog, Devil Dog's keeper, that's Devil Dog's wife, has started making stickers. And if somebody is interested in ordering stickers, she's about half the price of the stickers that you get off a Sticker Mule. So she's got great prices, great quality, and she's very quick. She started making keychains too.
What does the sticker say?
Well, usually for example, your sticker can be however you, most people have kind of like an avatar or a logo that, and it can be done up separately. If I could, I tell you what, if you tonight I will be having a live stream on my channel. It is on this channel that I'm on, YouTube Police. But it's going to be late. Most people probably going to be asleep by then.
Everybody here.
Well, wait a minute. My clock is stopped up here, so it's later than I thought.
It's 11:30 here. I'm on Eastern Standard. I'm in Georgia.
Okay. Well, it'll be at 1 o'clock in the morning for you if you happen to be up. I will be going live on my YouTube Police as well as my YouTube or Belt Loop 29 Cute Critters channel. And I will be glad to show you on there how to check and see if you have Nightbot set up. And if you can come up on panel or whatever, I'll be glad to show you how to make sure it's set up to drop somebody's link. I'll be glad to do that. But also, to be fair, anytime you can catch Devil Dog live, he helps as well. And you can find his link at my on my Belt Loop 29 channel. If you look at the very first channel or the first page of it and scroll down, I've got a lot of channel members that are there. I've got about 40 members to the channel, and Devil Dog is one of them. He's also going to be in pretty much every for that matter, you could go to my community tab, and anything I do shout outs on, a lot of times I'll have Devil Dog on there. But I mean, there's a lot of wonderful people that are in my community, and I'm more than happy to have anybody. But just, like I said, be civil to people. That's all I ask.
Maybe you should have a live about what to do in the workings of a StreamYard. There's been people on here like Pendar said, tell the rest of us who have a computer.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. I'll be more than happy to. If you want to go and see if you have, well, most people will know if they have Nightbot set up, but the chances are, if you're asking that question, you don't. But you can go through and click on the settings, and then go to your community tab under settings, and they will have automated filters. The first one is going to be managing moderators. Second one's going to be standard moderators, and approved users, hidden users. Under your moderators, standard moderators, you will have something that says Nightbot. Now I can show you how to set up a basic Nightbot. Devil Dog is a lot better at that than I am, though.
It might be a good idea if you could do a share screen of your program or create one or a dummy one, so we can see exactly where you're clicking and pointing to and what you're doing from your point of view.
Yes, ma'am. I can do that tonight. Right now, even though I use for all my streaming purposes, typically I go on my computer. Right now I'm on my phone because I'm at work, and they don't have a mic. They don't have a camera. So for me to go on somebody else's stream, I have to use my phone, and I can't show the camera anyhow. So
yeah, gotcha.
But I do that quite often. And in fact, I've got, if anybody is interested in co-streaming, I believe on my YouTube, let's see which channel it is. On my YouTube police channel, I think I have a video. No, it's on my main channel. Sorry, Beltloop 29. There is a video that tells how to co-stream.
Okay.
If you're using StreamYard, but it's truthfully all you have to do. There's only a couple requirements to co-stream. If you go into somebody's live stream on StreamYard that pays for the service, they can set it up to where you can stream right along with them. And it'll go to your audience. It'll give you watch hours for anybody that comes into your chat. It'll also give you content for your channel. And that's not hard to do. I could probably tell you how to do it right now.
Well, I don't know if I don't know who's ready to. I don't have a channel, but there are people in the chat that was wanting that information.
Okay. Well, I will tell. They can write this down if they'd like, and I'll tell you step for step how it's done. When you're in the StreamYard studio, if you look and go to settings, it'll bring up all these different settings. You have to go to guests, GUEST. It may have an S on the end of it. When you click on that particular section, at the very top, there will be an option out to the right. It'll say new. and it'll say, allow your guests to stream to their audience or something along that effect.
Mm-hmm.
And the little box on the left-hand side will be checkable, or you can click on it and it'll highlight in blue. If you are if you pay for the service, that will then allow anybody that joins your chat or your panel, they could even come into the basement and still go through and, but I'm assuming that because I see a StreamYard symbol on this, that y'all are currently using the free. Somebody that's using the free version of StreamYard can still co-stream, and it doesn't take away from their, doesn't take away from their 20 hours. But whoever initiates it has to be somebody who's paying for the service, and it has to be set up that way.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Pendar, there is a way, and I haven't done much look into it. I haven't done a lot of research on that. You can forward people to another channel. I just don't know how it's done. I know there's a link you have to put in or something like that. Well, Pendar, I will be streaming here in about an hour and 20 minutes, more or less, on my Belt Loop 29. Let's see. I tell you what. Let me switch into that account. And I don't know how to tell you to get there. Oh, wait a minute. I'm blue now, so I can drop that link. If it's okay, I'll drop the link to the.
Yeah, go ahead. That's why I turn everyone blue.
Okay.
Share your channels out.
Hell, I
Let's
can't find any of your posts. I'm looking back through the chat because I was going to click on it and I don't see it.
That's the problem with having such. Oh, wait a minute! I'm on the wrong channel. That's why. Well, no, I'm not.
Well, I could see
let me double. No.
When I was looking through StreamYard, I could see you posting. But now that I'm switched over to look on the real chat, and I don't see your links or any of your comments. So I'm like, wow, that's weird.
That's okay. That's okay, because I haven't commented much lately. I did say hello on all my channels, and I'm about to post the link for my live stream tonight.
Okay.
Now, you'll keep your live stream up, right?
I'm going to keep my live stream up for probably 2 hours. It'll start at midnight Central Time and go till about 2 a.m. But that is the link I just posted is the link for that actual live stream I will be doing tonight.
Will you post the Belt Loop, the Belt Loop 29 again? Because I don't know where.
Sure.
Well, someone will have to download that so that I can see it in the morning.
Well, it'll be available it will be available for, you can always watch the restream. Let me go through and go to my channel now, and I'll post the link to my main channel. And this is Belt Loop 29.
Pendar just said, very helpful. Izzy and I just figured out how to stream to 2 channels at once. That's cool.
Well, there's another way to do that, Pendar. Especially if you're on StreamYard, you can literally go through it. If you make somebody else an administrator on your channel and you make them an administrator on their channel, either one of you can stream to both channels at the same time. All you have to do is when you're setting it up, you can go through, and when you're picking your destination, pick both channels, highlight both channels. And so that's another way to do it. There's usually more than one way to skin a cat. But let's see. Let me make sure that wait a minute. Hang on. That ain't right.
Okay, I just posted in our chat that I just subbed to your 2 channels. I go by Life's a Dance, okay?
Okay. That should be the link to my main channel right there.
All right.
And that one does work. I just checked it to verify it. The other one, I think, takes you to my live stream of that I'm running tonight. But you should be able to just, you should be able, like I said, I've got over 1,000 videos on my main channel, or 1,000 uploads. And so it's got a lot of stuff in there. A lot of it is about gardening, some about cooking, some about, I've got a bunch of videos on how to speak redneck or $5 words, or, a little bit of everything really.
Wow.
But I tried to limit on my cooking channel, try to limit it to cooking. On my Cute Critters channel, I try to limit it to animals. On my gardening channel, I try to limit it to gardening. But I just don't upload as much on those channels.
Okay. Oh, let me ask you a question. And you don't have to answer it. I'm just curious. Do you like Trump? I do.
Well, that's a very good question. I would say that when the first election came around, and the choice was between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, I chose not to vote. I didn't see either candidate as a good option. Now, after seeing what happened throughout the 4 years of Donald Trump's presidency, I liked what was going on. So I did go and vote the next time, and I did vote for Trump. As far as a person, I'm not a huge Trump fan.
No, not
as
personally,
far as,
but he's a good president, though. Yeah.
I think he made an excellent president, in my opinion. But again, I'm more of what you call a libertarian than I am. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not really a Republican. I have some conservative values, and I have some very liberal values as well. I like to think of myself as being balanced.
Yeah. You don't sound like one of those crazy liberals that's doing everything.
Well, I was raised with a mother and a father, and my father gave us a sense of moral values that pointed to a true north. And my mama was very outgoing and very, so she's the type. Now, my mom is 80 years old, and she's the type, I remember one time we were in Augusta, Georgia, or I think it was Augusta. Anyhow, we were in Georgia there for a wedding of my cousin, and my mom reached in her pocket and realized she had a couple of pills. Well, she said, I wonder what these are. And then she took them. She's a very, not that she's not, into drugs and all this type of stuff, but she's very fun loving, free spirited, and my father's always been very quiet, very measured. It's been a really interesting contrast. Now my father did end up getting his PhD in psychology. And my mother got her master's degree in education. I myself only have a bachelor's degree, but I'm the least educated person in my family.
Oh, wow.
Both of my brothers have it.
But I don't think 80's old at all. As you get older, it don't look old anymore.
Well, yes, ma'am, I agree. But see, both of my parents, I guess, both of my parents are having failing health at the moment. My mother just got through, not too long ago, a couple months ago, I guess, got through having to go through some chemo. And my father has been, well, he's got issues with his heart, issues with, well, several other issues. And so I would be surprised if it's okay. It's something I'm going to have to deal with at some point.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate to still have both of my parents around as old as I am, and all my siblings, with the exception of my baby brother, are still around. And so, for that matter, I had a brother that just got out of the hospital Saturday, had a heart attack, had one of his arteries, major arteries in his heart, was 100% blocked. They had to use the paddles on him to bring him back, but he's now back at home. He's doing real well. And his and my nephew just had an appendectomy like today, so it's been a really hectic couple of days. But I'm sorry, I don't mean that. That's kind of negative stuff, and I don't.
Well, many
Really deal
prayers
with that.
for your family.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is appreciated.
We pray. We pray.
I do too. I do too. I don't really discuss religion or politics on my channels. But that's not to say I don't quote an occasional scripture, because it's a lot to do with how I was raised and how I think. So sometimes I'll think of one that just really I think needs to be said, and so I'll bring it out. But I'm not one of these people who believes in forcing down somebody's throat my beliefs. So anyhow, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go. I've got to check reports before the end of shift, and then get the pass on ready. There's a few duties I have to attend to here in the next 20 minutes, I guess. And
Well, I appreciate you coming up here, and I enjoyed the talk.
well, I did too.
I'd like for you to come back, and I'll be visiting your channel more often, and I'll share it out and everything.
Well,
I don't
I'm
know
sure
if I'll
you'll
be
meet
able
a
to
lot
get
of
through. I'm
Well,
really
just when
busy
you
during the
can.
day.
Oh,
So
that's all right.
I
I
will.
never sweat it too much. The fact is that I always say never sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff, because you
Yeah.
know what? YouTube is just, it's a blip. It's something I spend a lot of time doing, but as far as if it came down to YouTube or a family member, well, YouTube's going to lose.
That's
So-
what
Right.
everybody should live by.
I think so, but there are more important things. But I
Yeah.
do enjoy sitting around chewing the fat and just getting to know folks.
Mhm.
But if y'all, hey, I'll look for y'all. If I'm sorry if I don't recognize you right off the bat, because I face and talk, I can barely see the screen. My eyesight just ain't quite what it used to be,
Right.
especially on this little old phone. But
Well, I'm sitting in
if-
dark anyway. I'm outside, so
Well, but please do feel free to come by and meet folks. Tonight is just going to be a small thing because, like I said, it's on my YouTube Police and my YouTube Cute Critters, or Belt Loop 29 Cute Critters channel. And both of those are, they are the two larger of my small channels, but they're not anything close to as many folks as will be on my Belt Loop 29 channel. I do those like Tuesdays at midnight, which is technically Wednesday morning. And I do one on Saturday afternoon about 8:30, and then Sunday around noon. Oh, I will also be live on my main channel tomorrow night at about 8 o'clock, because I joined with Butler Family Farm to help him. He's getting close to getting monetized. So we're trying to help him get some watch hours. So we'll be sending some people over to his channel from mine. And so anyhow, we try to help people.
Right.
Real good guy.
And thank y'all for your time. Y'all have been most gracious, and I've really enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing y'all and hopefully talking with y'all. And by the way, anytime you're in any live of mine, you are welcome on panel. In fact, encouraged. If I just say anybody that wants to come up, I'm talking to you. So I mean, it's welcome. Anybody is welcome up there. A lot of people are a little hesitant, but don't be, because we have fun. Nobody's going to pick on you. They typically wait to get to know you a little bit more before they pick on you, and even then, it's just in good-natured ribbon. So
they're really great people. I sat and watched them. I mean, I've seen him up on panel many, many times on Cole Watts. They're really great people.
That's right. A lot of great people. I'm sorry. I've got to go. Thank y'all for having me.
Bye.
Thank you, and good night.
Well, that was nice. Audrey, you've been like 3 hours.
I know. I'm getting ready to get off of here. Everyone's asleep.
I feel like I just talked the whole time. I'm sorry.
you interrogated him question after question. He's probably thinking, "Oh no, who's the cop here?" But I enjoyed it. I'm really glad. I mean, you had a lot of questions, a lot of great questions. Renee, she decided to stay in chat. She didn't want to come back up.
Renee has had a good time. I think the ones that hung around with us and they're still in chat, I think they enjoyed him, and I did. It's refreshing to hear somebody new that doesn't sound like a quack, and he sounds very genuine, and he's very knowledgeable. And you know what? He may just end up to be somebody that we could go to help learn these things about StreamYard and different things, and yeah.
He's really good. I mean, like I said, I came across all these guys in who's chat? James Guy. I came across all of them in his. So
Pandora, I'm reading that. Nice to meet you. Are you a pedo?
I couldn't believe that.
Well, hey,
I know. Come straight out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Night.
Too bad Ernie didn't come up, but he's got 5 more minutes and we're screwed.
Who, Ernie? Let me see.
All of us is. We're screwed in 5 minutes.
Oh, your time is up?
It'll be midnight.
What? Oh.
Yeah, it's over at midnight. That's when they're all supposed to go through.
Well, D-Boss, you still there? I thought you left.
Oh, I think where you see D-Boss at?
She's in chat now, 11:55.
Oh, there she is.
Amber, she's talking about the what's that thing that's happening tonight? The title what?
The title 42.
42, about the border.
Good night, Princess Ice, and thank you for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Good night, Princess Ice.
Are we turning into pumpkins? Oh man, Renee was going. Oh man.
I'm still drinking coffee, ladies.
When I go in, I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee.
Ain't nothing like good old coffee at midnight.
I know. What is it? Title 42 means we won't have internet or any more fun. Oh no. all them a-holes comes across the border. Yeah.
It just breaks my heart. All that time Trump spent building that.
I know. And they tore most of it down.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it just breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. That's okay. If he gets in. One thing about Trump, you don't have to like him personally. And I know he's not been the best person, I mean, in his life about his personal affairs, but, you know, he loves America. And he's going to look out it for his own children. And if we can benefit from that, we're winners.
Everything that he did in 4 years, Biden signed to close it or to stop it or to change it, all within one day. One day he was sitting there signing all this shit. He didn't want nothing to do with Trump. That was messed up.
As soon as he took office, they were shoving them in his face.
Yeah.
Sign, and he didn't even know what he
was saying. The day Pelosi ripped up them papers, We Are the People papers behind his back, that was right there, man. I was done with them.
Kintsugi, I think probably, well, I don't know. The Mexican border runs from Texas to California, doesn't it?
They're on the they're 3 hours difference between us.
But that's California area out there, but I don't know. We know.
Bernie's 3 hours behind us.
And he's in I mean,
well, I don't know where he's at. But remember him saying that he is 3 hours behind us?
Yeah.
Because I mentioned something to him yesterday morning. He said, remember, I'm 3 hours behind you. I thought, oh God, here I go again.
And Audrey wanted to set her live for 4 o'clock today. I said, 4 o'clock? Well, he won't even be through with whatever he's doing by that time. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon there.
I could see him coming up on panel at 9 o'clock in the morning, 6 his time. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
He can't say I didn't try. I tried twice.
And Maggie hung in there as long as she could, I think.
Yeah, she did.
Had to go hit the hay.
Biden is brain dead.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Maybe he'll get Mammoth to hold the camera for him.
Oh. That killed me that day.
Oh, I swear, every time Dork Tina said Mammoth, I swear, I almost wanted to piss in my pants laughing. I was falling out of my chair, and I thought, that is the funniest thing I have witnessed and heard and watched, and I don't know when. I mean, seriously.
Don't go wetting your knickers.
I just can't believe how funny that was.
I know. I was a rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some funny shit going on and then stupid shit, so.
You know, I looked at his page, and I'm going to say that guy's probably about in his 50s. I'm not quite sure. He's been married 27 years. He's probably about 57, 58. And when he said his mom was 80, like, God, I'll be 70 on my next birthday. That just sounds so damn old. But it's not. Once you get up older, it's not old anymore. My husband's 76 and he still works 6 days a week.
I know.
I don't know. If I get up every day and able to walk around, I'm very, very thankful.
Thank you, Pendar. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think I ever heard Dark Tina up on panel before, but that
And
day when
it's like she held a straight face, like she did.
yeah,
Busted out laughing. I would have.
there's no way I could have did it, ma'am it. It's like, damn it, ma'am it. Oh God.
Pandora 72. Oh my gosh. Well, the 72 is not old, see. Most of my idols from music and all, they're really up there in age. And I look at them and I think, gosh, they're getting so old. And I'm thinking, well, you are getting right up there with them. You know, every year's another year, so it ain't gonna stop.
Right.
So girls, if you're young, I say it all the time, if you got it, flaunt it. Enjoy your youth while you have it, because when it changes, it's gone. It changes. Okay, well, I'm going to drop off here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I enjoyed it. This was really a great live.
Glad you cammed up. I'm glad you cammed up. Thank
Yeah,
you.
even though you can't really see me, I tried.
Well, where's the kids been?
Courtney's had them in there feeding
okay.
them and watching TV. I ordered pizza, so
Okay.
they're good. They're all three asleep.
Well, maybe you should be out on the porch more often.
Yeah, I just don't like sitting out. I don't mind it right now because I'm talking to you guys.
Jaden will stay up all night long with you in the house.
Huh?
Jaden will stay up really late with you when you stay in the house. So
All right.
go sit on the porch and let him go to sleep.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil. What are you talking about, Caitlin? Catlin? You said speak of the devil, LOL. Who came in?
No one that I know of.
I love Mammoth.
Oh God.
Is that Dark Tina? Hi. Is it?
Me and Jimbo made up. Oh my.
Catlin, is that Dark Tina?
Party's here now.
Oh God. Dark Tina, come up here and say Mammoth for us.
Well, you want to know something? Now, if she wants to come up, I'll bring her up. But you guys going to have to hold the fort down and don't talk about good things until I come back, because I want to make me a cup of coffee.
Oh, go get one. Come up
well,
here, Dark
I want to make sure. Hold on, let me drop a link.
We need some laughs tonight. I love Mammoth.
$12:04 and still having fun. Oh shit, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Come on, Mammoth. I love Mammoth.
Well, hold on, let me get a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. You can't bring her up. I gotta
No,
do
you bring her
that.
up. Yeah.
Well, I will wait. Yes, Roger is going to rent me a room. Oh, me and Butch a room. Oh shit.
God. See, people will go, oh, her live was too long. I don't want to watch that. But you know what? The best is last. Come on up here. She said, I don't do panels. You did when you was on Mama T's. Come on. Come on. Come on up here.
Make sure her pants, what?
Make sure he paints first.
He paints first. Oh, I thought something about pants.
Christine, you need a young buck.
Probably in the barn. I told him, Pendar.
Come on. Come on up here, Dark Tina. Come on.
Anybody can come up.
Yeah.
Panel's open.
Bring a friend with you if you want to, but come on up. And I was just going to get her a cup of coffee.
Well, I'll wait until I click them
Yeah.
in, or you'll be sitting there and they'll be in the back.
Can she still see the link in chat? It's like it moved way up. I don't have gas money to get up there. You don't have to climb. Come on, just let your fingers do the walking.
Shit.
They don't probably remember that, do they? Because they're too young. It used to be a thing about the yellow pages. Let your fingers do the walking through the yellow pages. One cash shop would change my mind. Put your cash app up, baby.
Yeah.
We got to pay for this entertainment, don't we? Come on.
One cash
Getting any younger.
changed my night.
I can't walk. I cough up lung butter. Well, just wear a mask.
Hey, I'm coughing too. I don't have lung butter or whatever it is.
I swear that is so nasty sounding, saying lung butter, but I know what they're talking about because it sounds like she's going to hack up a bunch of shit. I mean, ugh.
Well, she brings it up and then spits.
Yeah.
I about lost it.
Bird said, put it on a Ritz. Come on, spit it out and walk up here. Come on, let your fingers do the walking.
Well, if no one's going to come up, I'm going to end this live. I really don't want to, but
Come on, are you coming up, Dark Tina? Just let Audrey know so she can wait for you. We won't keep you long, I promise.
no, she's going to keep me long.
I gotta go. Butch wants a beer. I guess that means she's not coming. Is she
Butch
not
wants
coming
a
up,
beer.
Catlin?
She must got to run to the carryout. Don't run out of gas.
Yeah, I thought you could. I thought you didn't have gas. Oh, you can walk to the kitchen. Good night, Christine.
Yeah, good night.
Hope you sleep good tonight, Christine.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sitting out here at night if you wasn't on panel.
I hope you don't get sick. Sick girl. I hope you don't get sick sitting out there. No, the cooler is under the tree at the park. Then you don't get him a beer then. Come on up here now. Come on. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 hours later.
5 hours later, you're going to have to give us 10 minutes. Oh, well, y'all check who, if there's there a mod out there, let me check and see who that is. Let me see. I can get back to it.
What do you mean, is there a mod out there? Jody?
I'm going to, oh, there's lots of mods. I'm going to check and see. She's not branched. Look, anybody.
Well, my other phone died, and I can't mod her, or I would. The other one died. It's dead.
Anybody that's got the name Mammoth got to come up here. Come on. Well, I told you to put your Cash App out.
It's one of us, I'm sure, just not sure which one.
I don't care. It's probably oppositional. Christine,
Now,
I
don't
know
assume.
I'm gonna take me a sleeping pill tonight, so I won't stay up all night. I promise.
Well, don't sleep all day. Hell,
Well,
you get up by the time you get up, I'm tired and wore out and ready to go lay down. And
well, I've got some errands to run. I can't wait till the afternoon to do them. So, well, everybody's supposed to be modded in there.
Nicolina 777.
Is that Nicolina?
No, it's past her bedtime.
I don't know. She gets up sometimes during the night. Sometimes when I'm still up, I see her pop on. It's Nick. All right, Nicolina, come up here. Oh, you want me to give Nicolina? Okay, hang on. I'll get my. Oh, I can do it on my cell phone. Never mind. Hang on.
No, that's not Nicolina.
No, the Cash App. She put the Cash App in there, and it's Nicolina 777. And Pandar's saying no, that's the fake one.
They're saying that's Lips.
It's Lips.
Yeah, it's fake. I take that back. She had to change her Cash App.
Oh, that's Lips's Cash App.
Oh, I don't know whose Cash App.
All right. Of the girls here, is that one of ours? Oh,
No,
is the Cash App fake, or is I Love Mammoth fake?
I don't know who it is neither. I don't think I've seen that one.
It was set up May 6th. But I mean, she hadn't been called Mammoth for that long, so. Okay,
Nick's
I thought
Cash App
was
has a C.
Okay, well, is I Love Mammoth? Is she one of the girls, or is
No.
she? Then we need to block her, boot her. One of y'all mods out there, time her out, get her. If that's not really one of our girls, or Dark Tina, she's just messing with us then. Coming in here trolling us like that. That's why she wouldn't go up on panel, because it's her skanky voice. Lips. Don't you have other places you can go and have fun? Go see Constance Sue.
Catlin, what are you sorry for? It's okay.
It's not your fault. Well, we've got our eyes
okay.
now on it, lady. So, okay. Well, I guess we'll go in. We'll finish.
Yeah, I'm going to go in ahead and get off of here. And I'll probably change my live. I got one scheduled for 9 in the morning. So if you see it changed, you'll know why. It's Jody's fault.
Well, I'm going to get blamed for that. Yeah. I'm going to get blamed. Well, all right.
Well, I will talk to y'all later, and thank you all for coming in. And it was really great for y'all being here, and I enjoyed it, and
Thank
much
you for
love and much respect.
having me, y'all. Bye.
Bye.